It's your boy Warlow back with another MyTeam video. And I haven't done a tier list in a long minute, so I changed this up, so make sure to drop that like. I'm on the road to 6K, and I got a new type of tier list called Stinky, Just Meh, Mid, You That Man, or God tier. Okay, you that man, I come for you. If I need, okay, let's change that sentence. Let's rephrase that. If I need you, you will win for me. God tier, you will literally, you're just demigod status. Mid, I will leave you at the bus stop. Just meh, wouldn't show your face. Stinky, just you wouldn't be quick sold almost. But yeah, let's moment of truth. Let's go into it. Let's start off with the man, the myth, the legend, the merchant, the MyTeam hero, Paul George. We're putting him in God tier, literally. Paul George. Okay, wait, I screwed up. I'm putting him up in the man tier list. Excuse me, I messed up. In the You That Man. I still love Paul George. Paul George still be cooking to this day. Like, I really like Paul George. Really do. Like, he's so good. And yeah, I like him personally. Dwayne Wade at this stage, just meh. Like, Wade is just meh. He's just, you know, good card, but just meh. Meh. Best way to describe him. Next up, we got Shaquille O'Neal. Mid, I would put him in mid for me. Shaq is still could be one of the best centers. Like, I watched, if you badge him up, he could be really good. But I'm rating this mainly off the fact how I play the game, and Shaq to me would be in the mid tier. But I feel like he could still be that man, because I could easily put him in the man tier list. Because I've seen Shaq be the man sometimes. Like, he still does some stupid things that makes no sense. I almost want to put him in You the Man tier list. Yeah, I'm moving into You the Man. Shaq is still the man. Like, I can't disrespect Shaq like that. Shaq's still a dog. Kevin Durant, I put him in God tier. Like, I don't care what nobody says. I still use my KD till this day. He's a top 3 card in the game to me, top 5, and I really love KD. He dominates. He plays good. He doesn't ever mess up. Like, I love KD. His leaner's good. He leans back. That hurt my back, but decent card. Next up, we got Dwight Howard. Stinky. Diamond Dwight, I mean, You know, Diamond Dwight's good and all that, but, you know, he's extra stinks. Not that good. I don't know how Josh Smith, I'm not even going to rate Josh Smith. Wilt's just still, nah. I'll put him in mid. You know, Wilt can sometimes run, sometimes be good, but he's just extra side. Ended it by mistake, but next up on the tier list, we got Mikal Bridges. If this is current gen, he might be in the mid tier, but just meh. You know, Mikal Bridges ain't bad. He's not great. I would put him in mid on current gen, because on current, he's a lot better. Shoot, if we're talking about current gen, then, you know, this tier list would change up a whole lot. But, yeah, that is the tier list we're going for. Next up, we got Shaq Gillis. I put him in the man tier list. Like, Shaq can still run to this day. Like, he's still got a really good release. Still a great release. I like Shaq personally. Still a great point guard. There's a lot of good point guards in this game, personally speaking. Next up, I might just roll him down to mid. Come look at the other section, and yeah, we gotta put him on mid. Bobby Portis, nah. Like, Bobby Portis, the fact he could be mid, but he can't hold anchor, so yeah, no anchor, unexcusable. Jokic just stinks. Like, they have to do something about Luka, Jokic, and, like, Zion. Like, start updating jumpers, 2K. Like, you know, start updating jumpers for us. We need updated jumpers. It's getting annoying not having updated jumpers, really. We need updated jump shots, personally speaking. Next up, we got Lonzo Ball. I'm rating Lonzo in mid at this point. Lonzo's good, but he's just mid at this point, really. He's just a mid card. Next up, we got John Wall. Mid. Like, John Wall's good. He's not bad. He just, you know, John Wall still gets the job done. He's just, you know, it's Lonzo and they get the job done. It's just, that's it. Giannis, if this is Pink Diamond Giannis, I'll put him in You the Man. Like, Giannis is still You the Man. He's not God tier because the Pink Diamond has a higher free throw. So, I would take the pink diamond one over that Giannis personally, so I put him in the You the Man tier list, and I like that section for him. Next up, we got Chris Bosh. I put him in mid because a badged out Chris Bosh can still be lethal for you. So I can see why people have him in mid tier, but we'll keep him. We'll keep him in mid. We'll keep him in the mid tier. Magic Johnson up next, just meh. Like, Magic was good for his time, but the fact is we have a lot more faster, quicker point guards, and the fact that he can't hold a lot of badges, he just doesn't play anymore. But he still can be usable at times, just not really. Next up, we got Brandon Ingram. I mean, I don't know why you even on the list. We're not even going to discuss him that much. I mean, yeah, you know, he sucks. Chet, mid. I mean, at this stage in the game, Chet is just a mid guard. Like, he's still really good, but his low strength abilities, you know, he just meh. Ain't bad, ain't good, ain't nothing. Ray Allen, to me personally, I'll put him, I didn't really like Ray Allen. I didn't like his release. I feel like Ray Allen should have won the quickest jumpers. Like, it's Ray Allen. He's one of the best three-point shooters of all time. Why does he not have a fast jumper in the game? It's beyond me, but that's 2K for us. That is 2K. So next up, we got James Harden. I'll put him for me. I'll put him mid. Like, James Harden is not bad. He's still a good point guard for some people. For me, I would just put him mid. He could be higher in other people's tier lists. But for me, I would say mid. Next up, we got Jaylen Brown. Just sucks. Like, Jaylen Brown just ain't good this year. He was good last year as an early day card, but he came out way too late. No one will use him. He sucks. Ron Artest, I put him in You the Man tier list. Like, Ron Artest is still an elite card. There's just so many shooting guards that you really just can't use them, really. I mean, you can. It's a lot of variety when it comes to that. Just sad everyone uses the same card, but Ron Artest is still an elite shooting guard. Next up, we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I still put him in You the Man. Like, Kareem can still hoop. Like, till this day, Kareem can still hoop with you, which is nuts. Like, he is still one of the most elite centers in the game. It's just we're running Wimbies. We're running so many better centers. But he can still cook. Don't get that twisted. Like, Kareem is still that dog. Next up, we got Joe Johnson. ISO Joe, just meh. A badged up Joe Johnson is the man. I played against one. A badged out Joe and Chris Bosh, they would be in You the Man. But we're talking about normally badged. I'm putting him as just meh. He lacks his release. I wish his release was quicker. He's just a disappointment. LeBron James, God tier. Like, LeBron is OP as heck. Like, he will bulldoze. Like, I watch LeBron straight up just throw Kawhi out of the way like a baby. Like, LeBron is just different in this game. Next up, we got Lillard. Just meh. He doesn't suck. Like, he's good in offline person. Like, I like him offline. Online, he just doesn't hold up. He's just not that good personally. And that's my ranking on him. So next up, we got Anthony Edwards. Meh. Like, he's alright. His release, I used him before to play now Timberwolves and play with him a little bit. It's just his shot's just way too slow. You wish that jumper was quicker, but we can't get everything. We can't get everything. Next up, we got Penny Hardaway. I would put Penny. I almost want to say Penny's God tier, but I'll put Penny in You. I mean, I'll put Penny in God tier. I'll put Penny in God tier because he's one of my top point guards, personally speaking. So yeah, I put him in You the Man tier, in the God tier list. Like, he still is one of the most exceptional point guards. I love my rim running point guards, and I don't care what no one says. I like him. Next up, Jen Vanderbilt. I will put him in mid. In mid, you know, he's better than Mikael. He's better than all of them. So I like that. Josh Mick just going stinky for the giggles. Oh, people are gonna laugh at that. But Evan Mobley up next, mid. Like, I don't care what no one says. Evan Mobley's jump shot sucks. Like, I don't care what nobody says. His jumper is so unusable. So unusably bad. I just don't like it whatsoever. I feel like he's a mid-average card, and, well, you can hate me for that or dislike me. That's just my tier list. Next up, we got LaMelo. If this is current gen, I'm basing it, you know, I'm putting LaMelo in God tier. If this is next gen, he's just a meh. But for the sake of this, I'm only picking LaMelo for current gen status. So remember, current gen, don't be killing me. For current gen only, for LaMelo Ball, he's God tier. So I'm putting him in God tier because he has one of the most cheesiest releases. That's where I use him at. He's God tier for current gen. current gen. Remember, I did not put Melo as God tier as any other gen. Next up, we got David Robinson, God tier. Like, D-Rob is still that man. You know, we got Wimby, but D-Rob is still that second type of center. Next up, we got Drew Holiday. I'm still trying. I'm putting him in mid for now. I'm trying to see if I like Drew Holiday really. Like, I'm still trying to learn personally. He might move up to you that man after I learn to use him. But I'm still trying to understand his release because he's just inconsistent for me. But I'm hoping he turns it around for me. Next up, we got Devin Booker, God tier. Like, we don't need to have much of a discussion there. Best leaner, moving. He's God tier for me personally. Next up is Tyrese. I'm putting Tyrese in God tier.
That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous.
Like, I don't care what no one says. I freaking like Tyrese. I like Tyrese Halliburton a lot. Like, I wish his jumper was better, but the way he moves, the way he's shifty, or reminds me of Donovan Mitchell last year, but he's 6'5". Like, I personally like Tyrese a lot, and I don't care what nobody says. No one's taking that away from me. So, God tier. Next up, we got Steve Francis. Steve Francis, nah. I mean, I'm just gonna, for now, he's not out yet. Right now, he's meh though. Like, he's a 6'3" guard. Like, he's not that good. He's on the level of Lillard almost. Like, you know, just not that great. Next up, Kobe. I'll put Kobe in the, probably you the man tier. You know, I just haven't been that good with Kobe. Like, just for me. Like, I've been having more success with Paul George than I have been having with Kobe. He could easily be God tier. I mean, Paul George could easily still be God tier, but I feel like for the man, like, Kobe just hasn't. I feel like a teammate would just be better than Kobe. I just don't think Kobe's all that. Just not even saying like, oh, there's shooting guards better. I just think Kobe's just, I don't know. I just haven't been that great with him. Kawhi Leonard up next is the you the man tier list. Even though he gets bullied by LeBron, Kawhi's still exceptional. Really, really good. So I'm ranking him at number 2. Next up, we got Jason Tatum, and I will put him at, I'll put Tatum at you the man. I think Tatum could be good for certain people. Like, Kevin Durant's better than me. If I have KD right there, Tatum's one below him. So I feel like Tatum at that third spot is a perfect selection for him. Next up, we got Andre Iguodala. Mid. Like, Iggy's just mid at this stage, so I just can't with the release. Next up, we got Jalen Suggs. For certain people, like that duo, Frank Wagner and Jalen Suggs, is decent. So you're using a duo, he's a man. If you're not, he's in mid-section. But remember, with the duo, I think he could be that guy. Actually, I don't really like that. Actually, I'm being honest. I don't really like Jalen Suggs. What am I talking about? I don't even like Jalen Suggs. Okay, my own dang self. Okay, I'm putting him in freaking mid-tier. What am I talking about? I might need to slap myself for that I'm talking about, because I don't even like Jalen Suggs. But I'll put him for mid because of the Lamar Odom, just mid. You know, Lamar at this stage in the game is just mid. And Anthony Davis is in you the man tier list. We're going to go to like the second column where other players are at. But this is my tier list for this column. We got these. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about this. Now let's hop into the second group of players. Okay, next ranking we're gonna do is RJ Barrett. I'll put him in mid. Like, he's not bad. He actually has a nice little jumper, but that's all he is. He's just mid. Like, at this point, he's just mid. Next up, we got Patrick Ewing. Same thing, just mid. Like, for both of them are just mid. Like, Ewing is not bad stat-wise. He's not the man. He's not God tier. He's just if you have a budget squad. That's the only reason you're using him. Let's just be honest. Next up, Zion. Just meh. Like, I don't like Zion's undersized. Release is mediocre. I just don't see it with Zion. I'm a person that really likes Zion in game. I can't wait till Zion gets his future cards because he's going to be very, very good. But for now, he's not really that good. But I keep moving this by mistake. My apologies. But next up, we got DeMarcus Cousins. Nah, again, it's just meh. He's not on the Anthony Davis lineup. He's not like in the column of mid, because like we got our mid column right here. We got, you know, he can actually fit in the mid. Evan Mobley, Jared Vanderbilt, He can fit in the mid, actually. He can move up to mid. Okay, I'll be nice. He can go in the mid. Boogie can move up to mid. Okay, I'm okay with it. He can be in the mid. Zion staying is just my fat man staying there. Victor Wembanyama, we all knew he's gonna be in God tier. We all knew Wembanyama was going to be in God tier because Wemby is still the man in my team. And DBG should be acting like 99% of players are like better than him. No. Wemby's that dog. He's the best. And not even just DBG. Just there be so many people just acting like cards just because he can't. We just gotta stop. Next up, we got J.R. Smith. Just stinks. I'm just sorry. J.R. Smith stinks. Like, it just is what it is. He just stinks. Like, his release sucks. They didn't change the shot timing, so he's just useless. Useless card. Useless freaking card. Next up, we got Jordan Poole. Just meh. You know, his release ain't bad. He has solid defense. Actually, I put him in mid. He's 6'5". 6'5", got defense, you know. That's about it, you know. Got defense after Evo. Before Evo, he's not worth it. But, yeah, you know, he's just alright card. Next up, we got Dirk Nowitzki. I almost put Dirk in the man. 74 speed, I'm just, no. I almost want to say stink, but I'll be nice to Dirk Nowitzki, but literally 74 speed is unacceptable. I'm sorry. That's just not it at this stage in the game. Like, 74 speed, like, get out of here. Come on, Dirk. You gotta have better stats than that at this stage in the game. Mitchell Robinson after Evo. Like, for a center, okay, if we have to rank him, he'd probably make the mid-tier list. Like, he's one of the best budget centers in the game to run. Because I just Evo'd him up, and I mean, he's one of the best budget centers that you can run for the pricing. Has great free-pointer, good body. He doesn't fit the man criteria. He doesn't even fit the... I wouldn't even put him as a mid-center. He's just a good center. Which, I don't even think he's a mid. Like, mid does not mean bad, just remember that. Mid just means... you're mid. Like, I actually like it. Luka, I'm putting him in just meh. He was a huge disappointment, really. His shot stinks. He can't dribble. He's just a broke man Sherrod. And it's sad, Sherrod is supposed to be the lower cost, yet he's still the broke man version of Sherrod. Because Sherrod is at least 6'5" and has some better defense tendencies or stuff of that nature. Luka's like really not that good, to be quite honest with ourselves. Like, Luka is mid as heck. Like, he is mid. He is mid. Okay, next up, we got D'Angelo Russell. Lilo, mid. Like, just a mid-average card. Not that good, not that great, you know. Nothing twisted. Now, we got Klay Thompson. He might be in the man tier list. Like, Klay does have some nice stats. I'm gonna have to, you know, Klay does have some interesting a little bit. But I know his shot isn't that good, but like, the issue with Klay is there's just so many shooting guards that can do what Klay can do. I feel like you can put him in the man tier list, but there's just so many shooting guards in this game at this stage that he's just not worth it when you have Kawhi, you have Kobe, Paul George. Cause like, Klay Thompson is really just Paul George. Personally, he just Paul George. Next up, we got Blake Griffin. I'll put it in mid. Like, Blake Griffin's release isn't that good, really. And yeah, mid tier list, perfect. And I think that's the last one. Oh no, we got Mutombo and Dennis Rodman. I'll put Mutombo in A tier because like, he's just right under. He's not A tier, I say A tier. You demand, because he's just right under David Robinson and Mutombo. So like, I feel like the man, he isn't God. Actually, he could be God tier. He could be God. I'll put him in God tier. I'll put him Mutombo just in God tier because when you think about the way it is, right? D-Rob, then you have Wemby. They're the best centers in the game. Like, Mutombo is God tier at that point. That's why I'm moving Mitchell Robinson to you the man, because the more I think about it, Mitchell Robinson is the best budget center. He's the man. He's the man to hour, and I'm respecting him, okay? JJ Redick, nah. Just meh. Like, nobody will cares about JJ Redick. And I think another guard to use is, I think he's the man. I feel like Dennis Rodman is another card that's the man. He's not better than KD. He's not better than LeBron. But if you don't have him, he is that guy. So yeah, I personally like this tier list a lot. I like this tier list. I fixed it up a little bit at the end. We made some mistakes halfway through. But we literally, I feel like we came up to a perfect tier list. I like my tier list personally. Now, people probably going to be in the comment section angry at it or, you know, not happy. I forgot the Ray Paint Diamond Giannis. He would be God tier. I forgot him in the tier list. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I don't know what happened to what personally happened to him. But this is the tier list. Let me know your opinions, your takes. Do you hate it? Do you like it? Do you disagree with anything? And let me know in the comments. But see y'all in the next My Team video. Key!